all of a sudden blame the workers for coming forward, even though the problem itself is still there, where he fired them for talking about it? Is the
Um,
problem this not knowing their salary?
yeah, yeah, almost 100%. Yeah, I would get mad. I think that the behavior in public, they know what they're doing, right? And in this instance, they know what they're doing, and I think it's being a little deceptive, if that were to come true.
So
I think
for
I think it's a deceptive practice. Yeah, I think it is.
So for me, even if that came forward and it's like the pay's not the worst thing in the world, the core problem is he won't talk to them about adjusting it regardless. And the culture of firing them for talking about it is the core issue, which is what the whole thing is about.
Well, I
They
wouldn't. I didn't see. I didn't see enough proof of that. I didn't see anything at all.
well,
If they,
all
if
their
they,
signs say the same thing. Enough, Darman, and talk to us, Darman. Like the signs are
what were they fired?
encouraging.
What were they fired?
Oh yeah, so the actors, yeah, the actors have been let go. I
Well,
don't know about all of them, but
can we see
the one,
that?
yeah, there's tons of Darman protest so like one of the girls, I can't remember her name, but she was talking about how when they started filming in the garage, she was there from the beginning, the pay didn't change. As people talked to him about it or tried to talk to him about it, they would get ghosted or they would just get quietly let go. And that was the culture around the office where talking is a problem if you try and address these issues.
So
That's
there's
all there.
like an email something like that. Would they let it go? Well, I'm just saying I didn't see anything. It's so
Oh,
hard. To just
so
say,
like you mean like actual receipts of hey, this is Darman, you're fired kind of thing?
or like I don't know. They in this tweet it says that they were talked about opportunities and they would either accept or refuse, right? So
Mm-hmm.
in this instance, I guess they weren't sent more offers to present new projects. Therefore, there's no more contracts offered to them.
Right, that's usually how it works because they're not employees. So
Right.
that's how you let them go. Since they were never brought on as like salaried positions, that's how that works. There wouldn't be like Darman kicking in the door being like, "You're out, bub, give me your badge and your gun." That's how that process would work from talking about it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, like I said, I'm still not convinced about how this is being done. Or I'm not convinced of like the substance of what is being done, and I certainly don't agree uh, uh, with the model. The model here, the way this guy's coming on and saying that, right? I wish was a little bit more clear and had more because when, like I said, when you go public, it has to be heavy, you
That's
know?
I think that's a fine critique to say like you wish there was more to rally behind. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that. But to take such a hardline stance of I will not trust these guys for X, Y, and Z is a bit a bit heavy-handed. Uh, I think there is still plenty that they have provided to lend credibility to it, considering all of the principal actors that I know from the DMCU have come forward corroborating each other's stories as well as providing everything you need to prove that Darman will not communicate directly with them. I feel like the core issues have been proven here. The salary, I understand not releasing it. I'm sure there's even probably some kind of
Well,
reason they couldn't because usually salaries are more of a hush hush thing, especially when it comes to like acting. That kind of shit's usually kept under wraps. So to me, that was never even the biggest part. It's alarming to hear that, and I have no doubt for like a YouTube production, there's definitely exploitation of actors. So that sucks. But the big thing they were rallying is we want to talk about it to help improve it for us because we've been here for so long and we loved what we're doing with them. And so we just wanted to talk and didn't get a chance to. We just kept getting let go for it. Like I feel like everything from the core issue is there. It's just you would have preferred had they also dropped the salary.
I mean, like I said, it's something that is part of your core argument. It's a pillar, right? If you aren't willing to disclose what the pillar is or in how strong it is, then I don't know about if I feel confident about the integrity of the foundation itself. That's I every argument to make a lot of points, right? Then I'm a very visual guy, okay? I'm a very, very, very visual guy, okay? So I'll have like a foundation would be like a platform, right? Like that's your main argument, boom, right? And the pillars of your platform is going to be your pillars, right? So let's say you have like I don't know, like five of them, right? So you have like 5 pillars, okay? And then if let's say 2 of them are kind of like shaky, right? And are like, well, they're like a bit unproven, just kind of sort of like, you know, then I think if I want to like back them up or whatever, on the basis of the argument, well, I still think that it's shaky because I want to be on their side. A lot of these things, like people, I wish people understood it. Like I want to be on their side, right? Then we can shit on somebody. I love shit on people. I would love nothing else to be able to shit on Dhar Mann, okay? But I just felt like in this video, I wasn't given enough to shit on Dhar Mann.
That's fine. At the end of the day, they are still allegations, 100%. And I think that's important to remember. But there is still enough there for the core of like why they're doing it, and all of them are doing it. Like I feel like that's still a strong pillar. The pillar you're referring to is one about more so the salary and like the dropping of receipts for the salary.
Yeah.
But even still, that's I don't even if the salary comes out right now and it's like fucking great, honestly, it wouldn't change the issue of him letting people go for trying to talk to them or just not communicating, constantly pushing meetings and dodging,
Right.
which is what the protest is focused on, just trying to talk to him.
Yeah, that is shit. I mean, does he not even show up to his own studio or something like that, or what?
I have no idea. He self inserts himself into videos. Chat saying the salary's out on TikTok, but I don't know if I'm being
It's
trolled.
on Twitter. Extras are paying $18 an hour. Speaking roles for actors was $33 to $44 an hour, and they've given $1,000 of opportunity jobs and millions of dollars. Is that it? They vary from hours long to a few days, but there are no full-time positions, which I think is standard. I'll link you the tweet if you want.
No, I got it pulled up. I'm reading it. What was it? 33 to 40 an hour for speaking roles?
33 to 44, yeah.
I don't know what the industry standard is. I was in the Hunger Games and I got paid 1,000 for 2 days of work, so that seems a little odd, but I don't know what the rate is there.
Okay, brother, you're comparing a Hollywood top fucking IP franchise.
That's why I said I don't know what the norm is there.
Okay, because when I look at Dhar Mann, I see is good makeup artists, right? And Craigslist level acting.
Right. Like that is Dhar Mann's brand.
Yeah. Still though, I mean, I could probably find some of these folks on Craigslist. If you would make a challenge for me, make a Dhar Mann video, right?
You would go to Craigslist 100%.
And if I
But
got
that's
like 10 folks, right? I paid them all half of what Dhar Mann does, I'd probably end up with a similar or better product.
so then on that token, why don't you hire an editor that's cheaper than the one you currently have? You can find one that do it for free, I bet. Why don't you?
Oh, because it's a working model, right? It's like the best combo ever could have in a job. 2 things. It's a proven model combined with an adaptive pay, right? So not only do they know what they're doing, they've shown that they know how to adapt, and on top of that, they know that the pay will come in for the work that they put in, and more if they do more. That's how you create extreme value. That's how you make a lot of fucking money for these people.
So what you've just said is an argument in like my camp of like you should do these things because of what you just said.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. It's what you should.
You're under no
right?
obligation to, but you should, right?
I've always said this. No, I agree with you. Yeah, this is what you should do. But if they don't, I don't think they should be canceled for.
Well, that word cancel has truly lost all. It's become like the manspreading of 2023. He's not being canceled. The protest is to talk to the guy. It's not burn Dhar Mann Studios down. They want to talk to him about exactly what you just laid out for your editors for them, or at least negotiating that.
Okay, Charlie. Then your video was named "Dhar Mann is in huge trouble." Okay, Charlie. What is? Hey, just stop it. What is that? What is the trouble he's in then? What is that trouble?
That the actors are upset, which makes everyone upset.
That
talk
is
to your
not-
actors. That's trouble.
Okay, that's
It's not Dhar Mann is done. It's not Dhar Mann was found in a ditch with his head
Okay,
missing.
dude.
It's Dhar Mann has a problem. There is trouble at Dhar Mann Studios. There is. That's not a cancel.
You're being
In what
obtuse
way?
about the semantics for no reason now.
What do you? If I had titled this anything, Dhar Mann drama, Dhar Mann actors mad, you could make the same argument. It's not a. The word cancel has lost all meaning. It is calling out a problem, which there is a problem.
Damn. Okay. I just feel like this people in this trade will know that being in trouble means that you're gonna have repercussions, which is usually loss of job, loss of income, loss of power, loss of influence, loss of thing. It's some sort of a loss, right? In my opinion, that's what it kind of looks like. It's why I said in this trade, when you say somebody is in trouble, what is the conclusion of that? It's losing something, right? And that's what people refer as cancellation.
That's a super concerningly paranoid look at the word trouble. That is not what I gather from the word. If I read a tweet longer right now, like xQc is in trouble, my first thought would be like, holy shit, he just lost in court. xQc he fell off his scooter. xQc, he paid for too many Pokemon cards. I don't immediately go to, holy shit, xQc's career is in the shitter at all.
Really?
Trouble, I feel like, is the lightest. Trouble is a word they use in middle school for children. Like, that is not a hard word. Like, that is not big at all.
Bro,
like, I feel like that's the
if I woke
lightest
up-
thing.
Really, it's a different perspective then. Because if I woke up and I saw the internet about me and said, xQc is in huge trouble, I would think that I was sleepwalking and I was right.